Ever worked the graveyard shift? You know, those quiet hours between midnight and sunrise when the world feels like it's holding its breath? Well, in one small-town convenience store, something didn't just hold its breath, it stopped breathing entirely. It all started with a glitch, a tiny gap in the security footage. 6 minutes, just 6 minutes, from 2:59 a.m. to 3:05 a.m., gone. Corporate security wrote it off as a simple data corruption, a common tech hiccup. But the night clerk, a young guy named Jared, swore it was anything but common. He said something happened in those 6 minutes. Something impossible, and what the restored footage eventually revealed would make even the most hardened skeptics question the nature of reality itself. Let's rewind. The night began like any other. The fluorescent lights hummed, the coolers whirred, and the occasional late-night customer would drift in for a soda or a bag of chips. At around 1 a.m., a delivery truck pulled into the empty parking lot. Its headlights cut through the darkness, but then, nothing. The driver never got out, never checked in, and the truck never left. It just sat there, a silent sentinel in the night. Inside, the security monitors started acting strange. Brief bursts of static would flash across the screens. A dark, indistinct silhouette would flicker for a second near aisle 3, then vanish. Jared, the clerk on duty, thought it was just the old system acting up. He was used to it. But then, the clock on the wall hit 2:59 a.m. Every single camera in the store flickered in unison, and the screens went black. For 6 minutes, the store was a digital blind spot. Jared was alone, or at least, he was supposed to be. While the cameras were dark, he heard the distinct chime of the automatic front door opening. He looked up expecting a customer, but the door was still shut, the locked sign glowing red. A wave of icy cold air, the kind that bites at your skin, washed over him, making the hairs on his arms stand on end. It felt like someone had left the freezer door wide open. Then, a whisper. It seemed to come from everywhere at once, echoing from the small speakers in the ceiling. It was his name. Jared ... Jared ... A cold dread seeped into his bones. He bolted from the counter and locked himself in the small back office. His heart hammering against his ribs, he stared at the bank of monitors, praying for them to come back online. And they did. One by one, they flickered to life. But they weren't showing the store aisles. Every single screen, from every single camera angle, was showing him sitting in the office, his face pale with terror. Live footage of himself, from impossible angles, as if the cameras themselves had come alive and were watching his every move. The official story was data corruption, a convenient, neat little box to put the whole incident in. But the store manager wasn't convinced. He called in an independent tech expert, someone who specialized in data recovery, to take a look at the corrupted hard drive. After hours of painstaking work, the tech managed to restore a few fragmented seconds from the missing 6 minutes. The video was grainy, distorted, but what it showed was unmistakable. There was Jared, standing frozen behind the counter, his eyes wide and vacant, as if he were a statue. And then, the storeroom door creaked open. A figure emerged. It looked exactly like Jared. Same uniform, same haircut, same face. This double walked calmly to the front of the store. It stopped, turned its head slowly, and looked directly into the security camera. A slow, chilling smile spread across its face. It leaned in close to the lens and mouthed words, clear as day. Without making a sound, "Keep watching." Then the footage cut out. The police were called. They searched the store, but Jared was gone. Vanished. For 2 days, no one knew where he was. They reviewed the security footage from after 3:05 a.m., hoping for a clue, but it was all blank. Wiped clean. The only thing left was a single, corrupted frame, an image frozen in time. It showed the main counter, and standing there were 2 Jareds, side by side, both staring directly into the camera lens. It was during a routine stock check that a new employee made the grim discovery. Inside the walk-in freezer, huddled in the corner and covered in a layer of frost, was the real Jared. He was alive, but barely. Unconscious, and suffering from severe hypothermia. When he finally woke up in the hospital, his story was fragmented, confused. He claimed he hadn't been in the freezer. He said he was trapped, watching everything from inside the cameras, a helpless spectator to his own life. He remembered seeing his double, living his life, working his shifts. He was the ghost in his own machine. Life, as they say, goes on. The convenience store got a new night clerk, a woman named Sarah. The strange incident was chalked up to a prank, or a gas leak, causing hallucinations anything but the terrifying truth. Weeks went by, and the story of Jared faded into local legend. One quiet Tuesday night, Sarah was stocking shelves. She glanced at the clock. It was 2:58 a.m. A minute later, the entire computer system, the registers, the lights, the cameras, everything shut down and rebooted. She hadn't set a timer. It was automatic. As the main monitor flickered back to life, it displayed the view from the camera behind the main counter. For a split second, before the image stabilized, Sarah saw a reflection on the dark screen. It wasn't hers. It was a man standing right behind her. He was smiling. It was Jared. What really happened in that store at 2:59 a.m.? Was it a glitch in the system, or a tear in reality? We may never know for sure. Sometimes, the things we can't explain are the things we should fear the most. Thanks for watching. If you have a story about a strange occurrence on the graveyard shift, share it in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more dives into the unknown. Stay safe out there.